your parents, work ethic, being nurturing, a good partner, and 100% on both ends from both parties. Do you think high value men look for that in their partner?
I'm not sure because I'm not a man.
Right.
So if you
so, which is why I didn't answer.
Well, nice excuse. Nice excuse. But I'm going ahead.
I just need a man who knows how to take care of himself.
She
That's
gave an
about
excuse
it.
for why she didn't answer. But I'm asking
that's
you.
what I meant when I gave my answer.
Yeah, well,
I just need
Go ahead. Wait. Say what you need to say.
I said it, and he heard me.
Yo, can we agree that there's a disconnect here between what men want and what women want as well?
Think? Like, do you not see that?
Well, there's 100% a disconnect since we're all women and we don't know what men want. We just assume what they want from when we're dating them and when we're seeing them.
But see, isn't it kind of strange that women don't really have to know what men want and they can kind of just make up in their heads
that's
what
what
they
you're
think
asking
men
us.
want? But here, please let me finish my point. I'm going somewhere with this.
Okay.
I find it amazing that women can get into their 20s, be educated, know all these things about the world, but not necessarily know what the man that they want, a high value guy, wants back in return. Yet a high value man must know what a woman wants to attract her in the first place. Do you not see the disconnect there? That women have a privilege of not understanding the opposite gender, but the other gender must understand the woman to attract her in the first place?
I think that works both ways.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole point of going on a first date is understanding what values one carries.
Who initiates the first date?
Of course, the man did.
Hold on. So,
again,
who has to get you out on a date?
Personally, to me, again, because I go back to the way I was raised, the man.
Okay. So,
but that's
hold
just
on.
personally.
Let's stop right there real quick.
Yeah.
Because you're saying it goes both ways, and I'm arguing it absolutely does not.
It goes to both ways once the conversation starts happening. So, for example, if you go on an app, right, and somebody swipes, what is it, right, left?
It's right, yeah.
Okay, it's right. Whatever. So they swipe right. They're interested in you. Okay, you have to respond in order to say, "Hey, I'm interested in you too." So that's where it goes both ways. Vice versa. If I swipe on a guy, whatever the direction is that I'm showing interest in, they have to show, "Hey, I'm interested in you as well." So that's where I'm saying it goes both ways.
Well, here's the reason why it does not go both ways.
Okay.
That man, right, has to put in work from the beginning to be able to even get the opportunity to see you on the dating app and get swiped right on.
Like I said, I think it just depends on the person. Me personally, I'm an old soul. So for me, the type of guys that I attract are the type that reach out to me first and show interest first.
But that does not refute my argument that men inherently must understand women to attract them. That is my argument.
Well, that's why I'm saying it depends on the person.
For him to get you out on the date, he has to understand you to a significant degree to make you feel comfortable enough to show up on the first day and not flake on him.
Absolutely not. If they're just physically attracted to you, and if they see by your profile, and I'm speaking specifically towards dating app and Instagram.
He's physically attractive, hold on. He's physically attractive and he messages you, "Let's fuck." Are you showing up on the date?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because that's not my intention.
Thank you. So he's got to have a conversation with you.
100%.
That's coherent to a degree, right?
That's what I was getting to.
But he's got to be the one to initiate, have the conversation, understand what makes you comfortable, what doesn't.
No.
Right?
No. You're taking my words out of context. What I'm saying is, if a guy reaches out to you, right, and you're interested, and you start having a conversation that leads to a date potentially, if you are interested. Vice versa. If you're interested in a guy and you swipe and show interest, that leads to a conversation, which leads to a potential date.
No, but you're saying conversation. He's saying that if a guy hits you up, "Let's fuck," without no conversation, would you go? You said no.
Me personally, absolutely not, because that's not how I want to start.
But that's my point. Is that here's the thing, ladies. This is incredible to me right now that I even have to explain this. My argument is simply that men have to understand women to get relationships. Women don't have to understand men to get relationships.
I think women have to understand
men. And my
men,
argument for that is because when a man initiates a date to get you out, he has to understand and know what to do to make you feel comfortable to come on the first date. The reality is, when he swipes right on Tinder, is he wants to say, "I want to fuck the shit out of you." However, understanding women, he knows most girls will not bite on that. So he has to play a game, make you feel comfortable, get you on the date, seduce you to a degree, court you to a degree, and then work his way towards sex. Women don't have that burden of performance, which is my point.
But isn't that any type of situation in life? If you meet a guy and their end goal is to have sex with you?
But your own answer, you don't even know what men want. So your argument's mute. Because you would know that if you actually understood what men really want.
Well, like I just said, if you have a conversation with that man and you understand what they want, you would know where the end goal is.
No, but generally,
men want the same things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is another thing too that women, there's this fallacy.
I don't know if I believe that because
okay, well, here's the thing.
I have 12 cousins and they're all boys, and I could tell you
they all want to smash.
Bro, like
well, not you.
See, women have a very bad habit.
I think it goes back to how you were raised.
No. Women have an extremely bad habit of overcomplicating things and thinking that men and women are the same.
Yeah.
Men are very simple. Since the beginning of time, men have pretty much looked at the same things. There's a reason why the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. How has that stood the test of time? If men aren't as common with what they want. Think about that. There's all these sayings that have stood the test of time. Men haven't changed that much throughout the centuries. Women have, thanks to feminism. So women tend to complicate what men want in the opposite gender, thinking that it's symmetrical. Oh, yeah, we want your education, your career, your income, your ambition, being a good partner, etc. Hold on, let me finish my point. My point is that women in general don't know what men want. However, men must understand what women want to be able to get laid and or get some type of relationship.
I agree 100%, to be honest.
Thank you. Someone logically sound here.
Like, I agree 100%.
Like women get the privilege of not having to understand men. And your own answers prove it. There's a reason why I wrote it down. The things you guys mentioned, men don't typically look for in women. But women are able to say these ridiculous things because there's no burden of performance on you guys. For example, what you guys just said, my ambition, my holding my own, great career, loving myself, etc. These random things, that's equivalent to if a girl asked me, what do you think women want? And I said, well, I think they would want me to get a manicure every week, wear designer shoes all the time, maybe have a handbag, be dressed on fleek. Doesn't that sound kind of ridiculous? Because these aren't things that women look for in a man, a pretty man. That's maybe a bonus, but women don't necessarily care about my ability to dress and my manicures and all these stupid things because it doesn't benefit them, correct? Does my manicure benefit you?
I think it depends.
Hold on. Does my manicure benefit you?
I think it depends. If a guy doesn't look good and doesn't take, if a guy is not taking like good care of himself and good hygiene,
on me.
100% it reflects on me.
But it is not a deal breaker to the same degree.
It's a deal breaker. 100%.
It's not a deal breaker to the same degree as if I was a complete bum that had zero ambition, living in my mom's basement. But if I was, let's say, a successful guy that had my money together, I went to the gym, etc., but my nails, I bit them, you would probably make an exception because I'm doing everything else so well.
Absolutely not.
Oh, you're that picky?
I am that picky because if you don't take care of yourself and the importance of your hygiene is not
why are you biting your nails?
My nails are bitten.
If it's
deeper than that. You're biting your nails because something else is wrong and other things like that.
Yo, at the end of the day, when you're in a club where you're at, that shit don't matter, bro.
Exactly.
I'm telling you right now. You're saying that right now on camera, but in the heat of the moment,
but
I've
been in club situations where girls came up like, oh, you know what I'm saying, on some soft shit, and niggas been like, no, like,
but that's like something that's very obvious. Like
the points is flying over your ladies' heads. I'm simply saying, you brought up a bunch of irrelevant things that men don't care about. So what I'm saying is that if I was a man and I had a bunch of things that women didn't care about, like my manicures, my ability to dress well, being a metrosexual, like these are things that women are like, okay, that's cool.